Hi, fellow Target individuals. I'm so happy. You know what? This is like a little hidden spot in San Pedro. It's a deli. It's called A1. And you know what? It's better than Sandwich Saloon. It's the best little spot. It's a deli. And I'm always so happy when I get a sandwich. See? I got a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm so happy to have a sandwich when I open it. Well, you know what? Good food makes me have a food gasm. And sometimes I catch myself humming or singing when I'm eating because I use singing like I use my sense of humor. I'll hum or I'll sing when I'm trying to keep my mind busy or get my mind off of something. Or if I'm in pain, I'll like sing or hum because it kind of distracts me. It distracts me. Even when I got my nipples pierced and stuff, um, I don't know, all of a sudden, what came out of my mouth, it sounded sort of like a new version of scatting. And the guy who pierced my nipples said, "What are you doing? Singing?" I said, "Yeah." Um, he goes, "Is that your favorite song?" I said, "I don't know what the heck it is." I was really nervous and I was waiting for the pain, so it just came out of my mouth. So, sometimes I joke about the most serious things. And, like people don't think Hitler's funny, but, you know, even the most serious things, can be funny. I'm trying to sit down and rest my legs because I'm still in pain from that fall. Oh, that fall could have, you know, that landing on the ground like that could have, you know, just like broke me and I could have been in the hospital. And that's the last place I want to go right now with everybody getting sick. You know, I mean, I took a picture of myself today and I looked at myself and my face was clean. It was the morning, you know, and I wanted to try on I had gotten a pre-owned, I don't even have an income, but I had gotten a pre-owned dress and it wasn't overly frilly and girly and but it was just feminine enough for me. You know, it was like, I went in the store, a couple days ago, and I'm not good with time, and it had old things like, you know, pieces and old clothes that were like beautiful or, to a certain era, and the smell of rust and, old kind of furniture that, the good kind, and, like plates and Tupperwares and, you know, things from like a long time ago, like in the 70s when you were a little kid, and stuff that they don't make the same no more. And when I walked in, I smelled the place. And when I told the owner this and stuff, she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, No, I smelled the place. And it just smelled so good. All those smells, you know, of, I don't know, rust, grease, and, old things. And I don't know. I can smell things like that, you know. And I almost cried because it made me feel so good inside. So I was walking today, and I've always wanted to go in this place I always walk by. It's got like old wedding dresses or dresses and, old furniture, but it's really nice wood and stuff. And, I've seen a baby carriage out there, like an antique baby carriage. And I went in. I went in, and they got all this old costume jewelry. I mean, it's a treasure. I mean, I couldn't even look at all the pieces. They had old clothing. I seen a cute little sundress I wanted, but I don't, I don't have proper body image. A lot of times I won't even know when I've thinned out. I mean, I'm too thin now, and it's not healthy, and it's from the radiation. But it was so cute, and the lady that worked there, I've seen her before. Outside, in the shop, kind of, like, 'cause there's like a place where you put stuff, and then the sidewalk, and she was so nice. I mean, she was so interesting. She does the furniture and stuff, and takes care of the shop, and she's got a cat running around there, and her boyfriend sitting there. And you know what? It seems like today people wanted to talk to me. But while I was on the other side looking at the clothes and stuff, I heard him, and he was talking about, yeah, he was talking about stuff that goes in my apartment, and yeah, and that they'll tap inside the cupboard, and, they'll tap on the ceiling, and yeah, and they'll make noise. Yeah, so I heard from the other side and stuff that talking about stuff that happens in my apartment. I didn't know it was her boyfriend at first because there was a guy, and I've seen him before. He shows up randomly sometimes, once every blue moon. So I thought it was him. But look. I mean, all these clothes are so baggy. I mean, my sweatshirts and stuff, which I love them. But now that I'm not a normal size, and I don't have meat on my bones, I'm freezing all the time. And I don't have nothing to wear under these t-shirts. So, I got to put under my shirts. See? To put under my shirt. I got like a little hoodie with long sleeves to put under my shirt. And only a couple dollars. And look at this sweater. I couldn't find an old man sweater, like Mr. Rogers and stuff, or the button down kind. But look, it's a little sweater, and it's so cute, and it has all the buttons. And I spent $6. I wanted to get chocolate Twinkies for $3 each because, I don't have no food stamps no more. I told you somebody's messing with my identity. But I got, something to keep me warm. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I need thermals and everything else. Everything I own is like, I had to throw away, this is personal, but a bunch of underwear. All I threw away the 3X, a long time ago. I still had 2X and 1X and extra large, and they fall off me, I don't wear like bikini underwear. I'll wear boy shorts, or if I want to feel feminine, I'll wear a thong, and it's freaking huge, and everything is not normal. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I'm wearing a jacket and stuff right now, but I don't know if you can see. Look at this. I don't know. It probably looks normal size to you because I got a big head. But girls like to hold stuff up, like they like to hold the camera up so they look thin even when they're chunky. But I'm holding it below knee level. Usually I don't do that because, you know, but everything is not right. When I lay down on my stomach, those those bones, those bones right here, they scrape against the floor and they hurt. And I'm always running into stuff with those bones. And I never had that problem before when I was thin, but this is not normal. When you get older, I should be at least about, yeah, I should be over 200. I love to eat. I love food. This is not healthy. The radiation. It's the radiation. It changes your DNA. I know when I should be fat by what I eat and how much I eat. And I've never been the person that went on a diet because I needed to lose weight because I didn't feel comfortable because I love food. I mean, I've lost weight before because, oh yeah, I did go on a diet one time, and that's because I was 363 pounds and I caught diabetes and I didn't know until I lost my sight. Well, it came back, but, and, I didn't know, you know. I walked in the hospital, my blood sugar was over 1700 and they had no clue how I was still walking. But, yeah, because I'm an ex-heroin addict, you know, I stopped in 88. I didn't want to be looking at a hypodermic needle the rest of my life, having to pull one out 3 times a day. You know? Not me. So I walked around that church with my Black and Mild, smoking for hours every night, eating a little piece of flat steak with a couple peaches, and, you know, yeah, I had a balanced meal. It was just tiny. I had to lose weight. If I would have had to look at that needle and use a syringe every day for my health, I could, yeah. Well, nowadays, you don't know what they put in the drugs that people are using intravenously. Well, I would imagine, but it's been so long that I could never shove a needle in my arm because, I know they're not as clean. They can't be as clean as they used to in the 80s. So I would be scared of getting, even if I reach that point ever, which it won't happen, I would be scared of what they put in stuff like that because who knows? As years go by and you're sober, and, after I stopped heroin and stuff, yeah, you know what? I was addicted mentally. I kicked the physical, but I was addicted mentally to the needle itself and, puncturing my vein and pulling it up. And I didn't want to feel that way just poking it in and shooting the insulin. But, people wanted to talk to me today. They listened to what I said. Even these 2 people stopped me on the street, and they looked like old hippies, but they weren't. They weren't connected to a church, but they were, they were telling people that God loved them, and I carried on a conversation with them, and I felt so bad for the lady. Her daughter got taken away and was, custody given to the abuser. And, I guess she was targeted, but in different ways, as, because, they took her baby, and I guess the baby's father was a 33rd degree Mason. So, And when she told me that, I mean, it just hurts my heart so much in my stomach. And I can't imagine. I mean, my son got locked up at 15. He got out at 18 for 3 months. And then he spent almost 12 years in prison. And he still hasn't came home to me. That bond and that closeness, he hasn't. No, I think I've seen him once. And that was the last time I seen him. And it felt like natural. And he was there in his eyes and in his body. And I think it was because he had gotten sick and he was still weak. And if you know anything about demons, you know, hey, if a demon is using your body as a host, it don't really want to be around unless you're making it strong, filling it with all the bad things, and and you're a strong host body. If you're sick and you're not strong, it can wait around, but it's not going to be present in the forefront, and there's a possibility it might leave. Hello. So I don't know. I get off track. I'm focused, but it's because I'm excited. I got a sandwich. But people were actually glad to talk to me today. I mean, not glad. I mean, they actually talked to me today. But one time, I'm like talking to the phone, and I see this girl going Maria's Collections. She's knocking at Maria's Collections, and I'm like, damn, look at that ass. And she turned and looked right at me, and I said, did you just hear what I said? But she, small waist, not too small, but an indented waist and a freaking fat ass, long black hair and big dark eyes. I don't want to be with anybody because I'm celibate and I don't want drama. And when you're having sex, I have to have something, but when you're having sex and stuff, that leaves you open to other things that it leaves you open to a lot of other things that could be bad for you, and drama and everything else, alcohol, freaking whatever. It leaves you really open and ready to attract bad things in your life, especially if the other person is, because it's there. But I'm gonna go walk back to that apartment and check it out. I think I'm gonna have a bite right now because you know what? I don't think I can freaking wait. I wish I had a soda or something, but I do not think I can wait.